get some work into the players that we felt we needed in terms of fitness-wise, and go over and reaffirm some key principles that we know that we're going to need between now and the end of the season. I think what also it does is giving you a bit of time off. It allows the staff to get out and watch games, which is what we've done. So, look, the prep can be as good as you want. All of the work that we can do here can be fantastic. What we need and what we know is going to be important is the performance level tomorrow. If we can get the same level of performance that we got 2 weeks ago at Forest Green and be better in the final third moments that we create, we've got a chance.
And we know Roots Hall is a tough place to go to, but as you say, backed up by a decent performance against Forest Green and over 100 Moors fans there and a sold-out supporters coach heading down to Southend tomorrow. How big of a part can they play in pushing the lads over the line for 90 minutes?
Huge. I'm just having some lunch there, speaking to the chairman just about, he'll be in with the supporters tomorrow, and he's really excited. So I've just been speaking to the chef. He's hoping to go down. So I've said it before that the supporters here are excellent. Look, results haven't been where we want them to be. We got a performance last weekend. So what we hope is that, our supporters that travel down there, and they'll have to leave early tomorrow, so it's a full day. And, I, on behalf of the players and the staff, support them for coming along to back the players. So it's on us, it's on me, it's on the players to deliver a performance for our loyal supporters. And if we do that, then I know that they'll go home happy.
And another addition to the backroom staff, Jerry Gill, arrives. What can he bring to the setup here?
Yeah, Jerry's got really good experience. Jerry's been first team manager in the league below for 7 seasons. He understands the game. He's been watching a lot of National League football. He's hungry. He's got some really good ideas. But I think what I like about him above everything else is his enthusiasm. And, he'll support the existing group of staff and myself that are here until the end of the season. And then we'll have a conversation. So, look, it's always difficult when you lose somebody of Steers' magnitude at this football club, but what we've done is we've replaced him with somebody who, as I say, knows the game of football inside out. And I think sometimes when you're a young coach or a young manager, what you need is experience and you need a bit of help. So he's added a really good amount of energy into the staff group, because look, you always need help. I've been very vocal within the group that as a manager, it's not about you. Yes, you're the face. Yes, you're the one that goes to talk to you guys, the press, but actually it's about the team. And that's the management team, and then obviously more importantly the team that we put out tomorrow. Look, we've obviously got a few injuries going into it. We've picked up 1 or 2. Robbie Cundy's back at Notts County. Ollie Wright has been recalled. He got injured against Forest Green. So it's difficult at the moment because we're obviously picking a team that from the available players. That's proven difficult itself. Manny Duku pulled his calf yesterday in the warm-up, so he won't be available. Connor, unfortunately, still isn't available. We knew there was an outside chance that he'd be available for this game, but it's come too soon for him, so that's really disappointing. We obviously wanted to see him back in and around the group. But the players that are available, I know that they'll go out and give the best account of themselves. And the messages this week have been really clear. They've been really clear in terms of we want to go to Southend and we want to pick up some points. We want to come back on the bus with, at least a point. Now, is that bullish of me to say that? I don't think so, because I see how well our players train, how well our players perform. What I need to see now is that they do that in a match day. Look, it's going to be a big crowd there tomorrow. Southend are buoyant. They're in a good run of form. I watched them at the weekend. Got a really good, experienced manager who understands what it takes to build a team and then to deliver. Had a slow start to the season. They look very different now in terms of a team that they are, that I managed against earlier in the season. So we know it's going to be a difficult game. They've got threats, but I also believe so have we.
And Laurie Walker back in the building as well, playing a key role in Oxford City's survival in the National League North. How big of a role can he have in the final 6 games of the season? Yeah,
Loz coming back in, we sit down and we had a chat previous to him going out. And the conversation was around we couldn't guarantee him the game time that at his age he needed and wanted. and he had the opportunity to go and join Oxford City, and I think it's worked out really well for him, kept clean sheets. Now he's got a chance. He's with us next season, so now he's got an opportunity to finish the season strong with us. He's a good character within the building. I think tomorrow there's obviously pressure on everybody. Tomorrow I know that there's one thing that he wants, and he wants to go and deliver when he's called upon. Look, Loz is an extremely experienced goalkeeper at this level of football, so I've got no qualms about him. As I say, it's just, as I stand here now, a bit disappointing that we've obviously lost 2 or 3 players from the team last weekend, but we move on and we put our best foot forward, and I know the group of players that we put out tomorrow are willing to go and fight for the shirt, and that's all you can ask them to do.
Matt, thank you for your time.